For this demonstration, we're going to use the MVC Music Store sample application, which is available from codeplex.com. You can see the URL here. I've actually created a fork of the existing source code, and if you click on the source code tab, you'll find the MVC Music Store repository pattern fork available there with S. Smith as the name, and you can actually clone this URL shown here in order to get the source code and have the same version that I'm using today. Here's our solution for the MVC Music Store. You can see that I've already added a unit tests project. This is a Visual Studio test project. To show how you would add one of these to your own application, you would simply right-click on the solution and select Add New Project. And then from here you would select Test and choose the Test Project type. Once you create this, it will typically have a default unit test class that you can ignore, because in this case we're going to be dealing with a web performance test. The other thing that it'll do is it'll add to your solution items a local test settings file. If you open this up, you'll see there are a number of default settings specified here, and under web test it will have some default configuration values, including how many times the test should run by default. You can set it up for running with a data source, which we'll cover in a more advanced module. You can specify which browser to use and whether to include think times. There are a number of other settings that you can specify, which will be covered later. But it's important for you to know that the local test settings is the file that you want to use to configure these kinds of settings.